My amendment would prohibit CRT training for employees of the Department of Defense or members of the Air Force. The primary focus of our military should be mission readiness and lethality. Unfortunately, many of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle have continued to push for diversity, equity, and inclusion to the deficit of our servicemen and women. Divisive ideologies like CRT have no place in our military. Our service members should be learning the critical and often life-saving skills that help them and their fellow service members stay alive when they are deployed, rather than having training hours diverted to force CRT and race-based training. As a veteran, I know firsthand that our service members are not concerned about CRT training or DEI in the military. In fact, our service members care about the skills and qualifications that prepare them for war. When service members are wounded, they do not care about how diverse their medics are. They care that the medics responding to them in their time of need are qualified and trained with the skills to keep them alive. We will gut CRT from our nation's military with this NDAA. We are one nation, one people, and this majority body believes in unity over division and merit over identity. To say that the military isn't actively doing this is, I think, misleading. In fact, I personally have seen training that our service members, to include my husband, have had to go through. To put it in perspective, my husband, before he was actually, he got out of the military, was made to write down the top 5 people he associated with, writing down their race, sexual orientation, and gender. And if those people were not diverse enough, he was then racist. Well, I have news for my colleagues across the aisle. When you have men and women deploying around the country, serving with black and brown people, since that's apparently what we are going to talk in regards to color, around the world, and you are telling them that they are racist even though they have laid down their lives for these people, I think that just shows how out of touch this governing body is. And so to say that our military is not being forced to do that is misleading. They absolutely are. And when I talk to men and women, both enlisted and at the officer level, I can tell you that they are more concerned about what's happening in the Pacific and what's happening in Russia than the fighting and the constant name calling and also the wokeification of our military. I yield the rest of my time.